Hi, Miguel.
Hello, Lorena.
Hi, Miguel. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Mi-
Okay, Miguel.
Lorena, I didn't do the homework assignment
Yeah.
uh, from the last week. This weekend I was working, as I tell you.
Okay. Okay.
So
So, yes. But it was missing how many tests? Two or
two, two,
two,
two.
right? Yes. Okay, so there is not a problem.
Okay.
But yes, today we are going to finish unit 1 and
Okay.
you are going to have like 3 tests.
Yeah. Okay.
So until tomorrow, maybe you could finish at least 1 test.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So now, today we have to continue with the next grammar, that it is the so and neither. Muy bien. So, I will share you my screen. And in this grammar, we are going to talk about agreements, okay? So this is when we, maybe, for example, we are talking about a specific topic and we have the same, maybe the same likes or the same dislikes, and those are called agreements, okay? Agreement. So I can have two kinds of agreements. When we talk about positive things that we both like, or we have negative things that we can have in common. Okay, so what is this? It is like this. For example, when we talk about positive, we will use so, only so. And how does this agreement in positive works? Let's see this. We have a conversation between two people. And we are going to say, for example, I like rock music, for example. I like rock music. And the other person wants to say that this person likes rock music too. So we have two ways to say I like rock music too. For example, I like rock music too. In order to say that I like the same as you. Or only me too. Okay, so we have these two kinds of answers in order to make an agreement. But in this case, we're gonna learn another that this is really formal. And we're gonna use so plus the auxiliary that our first person is talking about, for example, what grammar it's talking about, and the subject who is going to be referred. So, I like rock music. So, if I want to talk about me, that I like the same, so, and this statement of my first person, it is in simple present, I have to use the auxiliary of simple present. So, if I'm talking about me, I will use do. So, do I. And it means like a mí también. Okay, so We could use with the same subject. For example, I like rock music, so do I, a mí también. But I can tell about another person. So in this case, I will use another subject. For example, if you say, I, or maybe she plays soccer. And I want to say that maybe my brother plays soccer too. So I can say, so the third person, does my brother, because, sorry, so my brother. My brother is the same as I am using like he. So that's why I will use does. So does my brother, or maybe so do I. She plays soccer. Yo también, so do I. Or she plays soccer. So does my brother. Mi hermano también, for example. Okay, but always it's going to be depends on the sentence that our first author is about the things our first author is talking about. For example, if I talk in past, in affirmative in past, for example, they went to the cinema. And I can say, how can I say, Miguel? For example, nosotros también.
So, do we?
No, in this case, we are using simple past.
So, did we?
Excellent. So, did we? Yes. For example, if we have with verb to be, for example, I can say the dog is, I can say nice. How can I say that the cat is nice too?
So, so is the cat.
Perfect. So is the cat. Excellent. And I can use this kind of statements with all tenses. For example, if I use with, let's say with a suggestion or an advice. For example, I should do the homework. I should do the homework. And you want to say that maybe ellos, they should do the homework too.
So, should they?
Perfect. So, should they? Excellent. So, this is for agreements in positive. Okay, in positive. What happens if we want to make agreements in negative? It's gonna be easier. Why? Because we're gonna use neither always for negative statements. Negative statements. If I say, for example, I don't love, I don't know, I don't love ants, for example. How can I say that I don't like ants too?
Neither, neither do I.
Yes, perfect. Neither do I. So the structure is gonna be the same as the other. Instead of so, I will put do neither plus the auxiliary and finally the subject. The auxiliary always in affirmative because neither is a negative word. So we can use two negatives in only one. For example, we didn't practice yesterday. And how can I say they didn't practice yesterday too.
Neither did they.
Perfect. Neither did they. So this is the way how we're gonna do the negative agreements with neither and the positive agreements with so. Okay? Do we have some questions about this, Miguel?
Always we use the sub in positive or negative sentence about agreements. Always we use the subject in the base form. So I mean, so do I. So
Not always. I can use names, for example. Neither this Miguel, for example. Like here, neither or so does my brother. Or so did and two names, for example.
okay.
Okay, so we could use.
Okay. Perfect.
Great.
But I, you, she, he, you, they, and we.
Exactly. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So here in the examples, we can see, for example, like I care about your future. This is an affirmative and in simple present. So do I. So the auxiliary of present, do because I'm using I, so do I. And if it's negative, Jackie doesn't look very happy. Neither does Dean. So here we are using a name. Okay,
Okay.
so we can use with names, we could use with subjects, whatever that you want. Okay, so now take notes about these, the structures, and after we're gonna go to the platform.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. So now let's go to the exercises. Mhm. So neither one.
Module B.
Yes. So neither one. That's all. Perfect. Excellent. Let's go next. Yes. always try to identify what is the tense that you are using in the first person, right? So, for example, there you have, I've never eaten at Valentino's before. So, which is my auxiliary in that statement?
Okay.
Yes, yes. Always we have to be careful.
In this sentence, it's about a negative.
In this case, it is, yes, the statement is negative, but the statement that we have or the question that we have, it is like the word in negative, right? So it is okay with neither.
Okay.
If we have like only I have eaten, it's just
Positive.
positive. So in this case, yes.
Because this from since this word
Everything is
sentence
negative.
became negative.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Perfect. Any mistake? Great. Excellent, Miguel.
Okay.
So Let's go to next. Okay, I will share you my screen.
Okay, okay, okay.
Future time clauses. In this case, oh, just loading. Okay. When we talk about future time clauses, we are talking about future actions that are going to depend on the actions on the present. Okay, for example, we are going to join always, always two statements, two tenses. When we use this future, ouch, slow, okay, future time clauses. When we use this grammar, so as we were talking about, we're going to use about, for example, two statements that are gonna be present, are gonna be future, and both are gonna be joined by but a connector. Example, we will use some connectors here. We could use like while, we could use like when, as soon as, maybe until, before, after, and by the time. We could use these ones as a connectors. These are gonna help us in order to join these two tenses, the future and the present. Okay, so these both are gonna help us to connect, to join these two statements. So now, what do we have? The important thing here, it is that we have to respect the structures that we have. We only have two structures. Okay, and which is this? When we want to first refer about the future action, okay, and I want to use the connector in the middle, always, 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 I will start with future. And after this future is going to be my connector. Finally, I will have the present. So always I have to respect this structure. I can say first the results that I will get in the future, and after the connector I can use the cause of the present in order I can get this result. So I can say, for example, I will, well, I will, maybe, okay. I will travel to USA, maybe, as soon as, this connector in the middle, as soon as you come here, for example, in present. Let's imagine that this person is in another country and we have some, oh, what am I here? We have some results that we want to get. It's like a conditional, right? You come here first, and after I will travel to USA. So I always have to recognize which is my action in present and which is my future action, okay? If I don't respect the structure, if I put, for example, first the present, you come here as soon as I will travel to USA. It doesn't have sense. Many people used to have this mistake because they used to say, but first I want to say what is happening now. And after I want to say what is going to be the result. But this is incorrect, okay? This is incorrect. This is the first structure. Now, what happens if I want to say first result? That's this second structure. In order to put first the present context, I will have first my connector, after my present, and my future separated by a comma. So if I want to put first the present action and after the result, I have to use this structure, connector, present, future. So I will put the same as the other example. As soon as you come here, I will travel to USA. So now both sentences has the same meaning. Of course, we are using different structures, but both have the same meaning, right? So until here, the structures and the connector, is it understandable, Miguel?
Yes, I think the rule is use two sentences, one in present and the other in future, but uh, trying to respect the or trying to use the structure from each one.
Yes, yes, yes. So always, always, the most important thing is to respect the structure. So after this, it is possible, okay? Great. So here we're gonna see some examples if they are respected. For example, Jen, Jen and Jackie. Of course, we can't use only with will. We can use with be going to else, okay? So we could use both, but they are not gonna have like the difference in meaning. Both are gonna be the same, only for future. So in this case, we don't use if it's a certain future or probable. No, both are only in future, okay? So we could just be going to or will. In this case, for example, we are using be going to. Jean and Jackie are going to talk about you, future, the connector, as soon as they get here, present. Future connector, present, okay? So always we respect the rule. In this case, we have the same with will. I'll cough when I see them. Future connector, present. Or maybe if I want to start, for example, with a connector, I have here, while at the beginning, the present, Gina and Jackie talk, what's going to happen in the future? Nick and Talia will listen to their conversation. So always, always we respect the structures, okay? So that's the thing. Now, Miguel, you could take notes about these structures in order to it could help you in the exercises.
Okay.
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 Perfect. Okay, so let's go to the platform. In future time process or next.
This one?
Yes, yes. But in this exercise, you have to identify if it's true or false.
Okay.
Okay, we have two mistakes, and I
Mm,
think it's yes, 2 and 3. All right. It was because of the translating, I think, because what time is your interview at Valentino's tomorrow? 1 o'clock. I'm going to leave school as soon as tan pronto means. So Ben isn't going to stay for the whole class?
false.
No, right? So false, because Ben is going to
Going to
stay.
be to the whole class. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. This is what I said. I didn't read well in this.
Ah, okay, yes. So we have to be careful on that part. And number two, it's like the same. This is delicious. You're going to be a great chef. By the time, para cuando you graduate. Thanks, but I still have a lot of to learn. So Anna thinks that Ben will be a great chef before his graduation. Yes, right? Because the connector says, ¿para cuándo te gradúes? So before. So it was true.
Mm, ok, ¿para cuándo te gradúas?
Yes.
Okay, 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 okay. I
Perfect.
thought that Anna says that Ben will be a great chef when only when he graduates.
Yes, yes.
I
But
thought that. I thought that.
you thought that. Yes,
Mm,
because of the meaning, right?
yes. Okay, 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 okay.
So don't worry. Let's correct it. Mhm. Yes, perfect. So now let's submit it. Perfect. Let's go next.
Okay.
Okay, so here you have to remember the structures, right? Because you have the connectors at the beginning or in the middle. And as you can see in the sentences, you have both in future, but you have to decide which future is going to be kept and which future is going to be changed to present, right? So that is gonna be according to the connector. So be careful.
When people find out. By the time the coffee.
Okay. So, two mistakes. Oh, but the rest was okay. In this case, neighborhood, what is the mistake here? Is everything okay? It's going to be in this neighborhood. While he shows no, this is okay. Why could it be this? The mistake. Everything is good reading.
The future time clauses with while introduces an event that will happen at the same time as the other event. Yes. O sea, both events are
Mhm.
going to happen at the same time. And the future
Yes,
time
both
clause,
are happening, but eh,
future time clause is in the present. The future time clause is in the present.
oh yes, if we see a detail, the it is misspelled because you put three O's, neighborhood with the
Oh,
three
yes.
Yes, yes, that is the mistake.
Yeah.
Yes,
Silly mistake
and the
again.
next one, it is by the time the coffee is cold. So first, the coffee is cold, and after, the waiter will bring the milk, or by the time, para cuando, the waiter brings
Ah, okay, okay. By the time para
coffee.
cuando, yes. By
Yes,
the time the waiter brings the milk, the coffee
yes,
will be cold.
yes.
Mm,
That's the correct.
¿Para cuándo, no? Para cuándo.
Yes. Perfect. Yes, so it was great. It was great, Miguel. But we have
Mm,
to be careful, right?
yes.
Okay. Perfect, Miguel. So now I will assign you this quiz. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now let's finish with the daily survey. Okay, yeah, so see you tomorrow. Take care a lot. Bye bye.
See you tomorrow, Lorena.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.